do look clean though on the cam with the haircut.
Always, you say so.
Yeah, bro. Like a haircut looks clean on camera, dog. Like,
always,
it
my
makes you
dog.
look super clean. But
Always,
feel free to sit back, dog. I can't believe I'm telling you this in your own home.
Yeah, I don't wanna feel too comfortable.
Nah,
you know when you feel comfortable in your own home, this shit is recording, nah?
Yeah.
So when you feel too comfortable, and when there's a guest,
Yeah.
I feel like I might sleep, machi.
Okay.
So I wanna sleep, man.
No, crazy.
But, yeah.
But, okay, welcome back to another episode of iTALK.
Yeah,
I'm
iTalk.
your
Hey,
host.
it's been a.
Hold on, let me finish. Hold on.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of iTalk. I'm your host, Pr3tty Boy with a 3 in the building. We're back with another episode with the superstar himself.
Yeah, my man.
Bro, superstar, dog.
Yeah,
I
my
always
man.
say superstar, dog. Superstar,
I
dog.
appreciate
They don't
it,
know,
bro.
dog. They don't know. But this man's is going places. You all recognize this face and keep it in mind because you're going to see it a lot of times.
Yeah,
But, bro, you were saying it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute watching you, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I've been wanting to be on the podcast. Told myself one day, there's no chance, but this day
Yeah.
just had to be, man.
It had to,
It had to.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Shout out, bro. Shout out. No, I appreciate everyone who watches, you know, because at the end of the day, we're trying to just cultivate an audience that mostly thinks, dog. I like thinkers, you know, people who think about stuff. That's dope. But we also don't want you to just think. You gotta be entertaining, you know.
Gotta be entertaining.
That's the thing, you know. That's the balance. But bro, with you, dog, like that's why, dog. People don't see it yet. But you, dog, yeah, superstar. You might not even see it yet, dog. But you, dog, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But let's just run it back a bit. Just tell us who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Yeah, man. I come from Port Elizabeth. You know Eastern Cape?
Yeah.
Yeah, Xhosa from Eastern Cape, Xhosa. You know, I just came to Jozi this year, my nigga.
Crazy.
Year. Came, lived with my cousin. You know, we share a 2-bedroom here in Jozi. So I'm just trying to push in Jozi. I just came this year. I had the mentality where I had to come to Jozi, you know.
Yeah.
And
you're already on iTalk.
Yeah, I'm on iTalk.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Not like iTalk is a crazy thing.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, bro. I'm so happy though that you are here in this stage of your life. Cause it's crazy. So when you came to Jozi, what was the plan?
The plan, my nigga, was because I had goals in mind.
Yeah.
That, I want to get to the stage, you know, after shit. You go through shit in life, you know. So I was at the stage where I'm ready for the next step. You get what I'm saying? So now I've just been working towards what I want to achieve, you get. But I'm gonna get there one day.
First stop, am I Chinese?
You know, they say the start is the best stage. It's the best thing you can do for the place you wanna get to. You know what I'm saying? So at least I got started, my nigga.
Yeah.
I got here.
You
I
got started,
job.
as I said, am I Chinese?
Yeah.
How
I
is
started at the
Superstar.
Hey, I'm still myself. I'm still bringing my personality to the job. Even though I hate we all hate our bosses. 9 to 5, bro, you'll hate your boss. But at least 2 months in, I found, I can say that I found another step that I can take. You get, I'm at my Chinese. I'm quitting, nigga. I'm leaving that fucking place. You get what I'm saying? It's just the next step.
Excuse his language, yeah.
Excuse my language, but it's just that next step, taking the next step, because I know that I'm at a place where I can take the next step. This place that I'm at the moment is maybe not meant for me. Let's say the job that I'm at is not meant for what I can bring. You get, because even I, bro, like I know that when you good at making us laugh at work, you bring that personality.
Yeah.
But it's that thing about I'm at a place where I wanna be in an environment where I can also, you know,
be free, be
yeah,
open,
be open,
yeah. No,
yeah.
that's true, bro.
But yeah.
And yeah, as long as you put my China in it, dog, that's the most important thing. You know, I feel like for everyone there, like it's just, dog, taking the next step in your life. That's so beautiful. And do what you gotta do, bro. But at the same time, it's just enjoying where you're at, you know?
Yeah.
Because you gotta understand it's either you're just gonna go through this whole season miserable, or you're
Yeah.
gonna try and make it fun for yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
it's about your mentality also. You make yourself happy, because you can be like, hey, fuck, I'm miserable here, you know, I'm depressed, but you telling yourself you're depressed.
Excuse this language, okay?
You depressed.
Yeah.
You tell yourself you're happy. What are you happy about? Maybe let's say I'm happy about the future. You can give yourself that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But if you tell yourself you're depressed, then you are gonna be depressed, and you're gonna show that to people. It's gonna be visible that this motherfucker is, you know,
Depressed.
it's your energy. The energy that you choose to bring. Even my energy when I'm that rock star at work,
Yeah.
doing the cut shit, making jokes
This
at the
thing.
bosses, making jokes at the
This thing,
bosses, you know, fucking doing Chinese moves, like fucking dancing at the workplace. Bro, I bring that energy because I know that fuck these niggas, they can't fire me no matter what.
Excuse his language.
But it's that thing, it's that energy that you choose to bring.
Yeah.
It's that thing where I'm secured. I'm not secured because maybe I'm prideful or have an ego. It's just that I know that if I'm speaking religiously, I know that I have God behind me or God at my side.
Amen.
You know.
No, that's the way, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, to them, it's like, bro, it's, you know what, ne? I feel like as the staff there, you know, it's just beautiful for the fact that we're able to entertain each other, make someone smile, make someone laugh. Because making someone smile might seem like a small thing, but with the Julie and Jack always talk to people, bro. Sometimes it's good to just make someone laugh just so they get their mind off what was just said to them right now. They were just probably told, you useless, what, you feel the type of thing. So doing that is a beautiful thing, you know? And it's so beautiful to see what the struggle can bring, though, you know? Because the more you guys struggle together, the closer you guys bond as well, you know, with little things. And you start looking out for each other with the littlest things, you know? But obviously, you'll have some snitches on there. But either way, we won't get there. But
tell me about the snitches, man.
Nah, dog. It's nah.
Okay, we'll leave that one.
It's the fighters. Yeah. Uzofuna
Okay. I see them.
Yeah, no, dog. But otherwise, that's a beautiful space, beautiful environment. But I wanted to know about your your thingy, your friendships. Like outside of work, outside of like obviously you went to study, right?
Yeah.
So how was it studying that period of time? People you're around, kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing about studying. Student life shows you the things that it actually teaches you, like how to mature. You get. You'll be maybe spending money unwisely. You know, you'll be making wrong friends. You'll turn into lifestyles that you know maybe your parents don't agree with. But at the end of the day, they just learning stages.
What were you doing?
Stages.
You sound like a nigga who's done some crazy stuff.
I've done the craziest shit.
What were you doing, dog?
But I've done the craziest shit that at this stage I'm not ready to
talk about.
Not ready to, because it's that thing about I'm not that person anymore.
I mean, that's the more of reason you should disclose it
The
to
thing is,
show the
okay,
change and the
I'll
contrast.
just put it
Yeah.
in one small explanation.
Okay.
I was that nigga that if you told me, hey nigga, here's a thing that I'm doing
Yeah.
that people don't relate to, people don't agree with, I would be like, fuck that nigga, let's do that shit. So I would do that shit, and at the end my parents would find out, you know, and I was always that motherfucker at home, and then that nigga's wild. You get what I'm saying? So I got to a perspective where you wanna mature, like you're like, this shit is not the way. And it's just that shit of like you come back to who you are at the end of the day with that maturity, you know. Now I don't do this shit anymore because only kids do this shit now. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how my life has
Crazy,
progressed, bro.
No,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
crazy. That's crazy. So, what happens to the friends you hang out with at the time when you go
It's-
through the change?
You know, when you mature and you've had friends, a lot of friends, it's that thing, but you only now chill with or contact the friends that are at this, that can contribute to that stage that you are at. Like there's those friends where maybe you look at this nigga's number and you're like, if I contact this nigga will take me to a place where I don't wanna go back to. This place is a wild motherfucker, for example. He'll make me do things. He'll influence me to do things that I'm too mature to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas another motherfucker will only help you get to the stage that you wanna get to. You know, when in life when you're learning, you only take the ones that are better than you. You only talk to the ones that
Yeah, you associate with people who
associate with people that
quote
are
unquote
higher level than you.
yeah.
Because if you associate with niggas that, let's say, see you higher than them, then that stage you're at is gonna be stagnant. You're contributing to them, you know. You're not pulling from a higher source. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what it is, bro. I felt like I spoke deep.
Yeah, no, dog. That's what we're here for, bro. Yeah. That's what we're here for. But no, that's beautiful. So then don't people hit you up and like, yo, bro, we don't hang anymore. What's up? What?
Yeah, I still contact the niggas that are, I don't want to say, when I say lower than...
Is that a car? Or a bike?
That's a bike.
Oh, it's gonna move, nah?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I say niggas that are lower than me...
We in it too, we in it too... My English is running.
We in a estate.
So it's
loud.
The place is too fancy to be this loud, dog. That's what I was about to say.
Deliveries and shit, you know, Uber deliveries and shit.
Okay,
so,
yes. Yeah.
When I'm saying niggas lower than me, I say it humbly. Because I've been lower. So I can, when I say niggas that are lower than me, I said where those niggas were. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't say it like, hey nigga, I'm better than you. Nah, it's that thing about, nigga, I know you can be better, but I am at a stage where I can't associate with you, but I'll keep in contact with you. Do you get what I'm saying?
So you flat out tell them this?
Nah, I don't flat out. I just say, hey nigga. I just respond to them and say, nigga, are you good? I'm good. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't tell them what's going on with my life. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe I'll visit them when I'm in a whip someday, like, hey nigga, pull up, let's, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna associate with them at the stage on a friendly type shit where I'm letting you know what's going on in my life. I'm only gonna be on that thing, but this nigga is probably working in an office. I'm not working in an office. Do you know what I'm saying? What can he contribute? Do you get what I'm saying? Then I'll probably say, hey nigga, here's a 6-pack, pull up. And then we'll talk shit that makes me probably helps me in a way, but I'm like, okay, one day if this nigga can get me into that office, for example, if that nigga can maybe say, hey nigga, there's a spot open, come through, cause there's some niggas I know that work at Hawaii, for example. So it's that thing, but I don't tell them now that I don't show them desperation now. You get what I'm saying? I give to them type shit, but hey nigga, here's a 6-pack. That's my way of giving. Here's a 6-pack, nigga. Let's chill. You know what I'm saying? When I wanna use their influence, like, hey nigga, there's a spot open. I heard you were looking for a job that's this. You get what I'm saying? They can give you that opportunity and say there's a spot open. And I'll be like, same time. You know what I'm saying? That's why right now, same time, when I quit today at my job, you'll be surprised, nigga, the way I'm gonna quit. Yeah, I have a plan. I have a page out. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in a despiteful way, nigga. I'm even gonna buy a shirt from me. Be like, yeah, big. Do you know what I'm saying? I have a way of coming out, bro, because I've already gotten the other opportunity. I've gotten that shit. It's the manifestation, and you pray about that shit. Pray about that shit. And when you pray about it, you don't ask. You don't beg in a prayer. You state, you declare. You have to declare. You have to be like, hey nigga, you the one. Hey nigga, I'm like, get this. Hey nigga, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, get this. I'm like, get this. And then when you say I'm like, get this, because the nigga already knows your problems, what you go through daily. You get what I'm saying? It's that thing where you declare shit and then it happens, but you don't talk about it too much. Because when you talk about shit and when you talk about shit, it never happens. Do you get that thing where you talk about shit and then it never happens? Shit that's gonna happen. Maybe you thought it was gonna happen and it never happens.
I mean, I get that here and there, like with certain things, but I wouldn't say that's a thing because as well, there's a lot of things that I'm like, this is going to happen, tell a lot of people, then actually happens the way I said it would happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I'm in between with that one. But I mean, our life experiences are different. Our relationship with God is different. So yeah, if that's what signs it to you because you've seen it so many times, then who am I?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel you continue though of I wanna hear though about your quitting stunt.
My quitting stunt.
Yeah, it's gonna be drama. It's gonna be LC drama.
It's gonna be drama.
Yeah, you know,
it's gonna be the bomb.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the bomb.
Nah,
Yeah.
Exciting things, bro. I can't wait to
Exciting
come
things.
back on the pod and tell them how it.
Yeah, you should have me on the second time,
Yeah,
bro.
dog. Anytime, dog.
Second
anytime,
time, bro.
Anytime. Like I vibes with just shooting pods, dog. Like anytime, dog. You're giving me content. These days I hardly do like guest episodes, right? Because most of the time I used to do them in the studio. Now I moved to like a smaller studio. So I get to only do solo episodes in the studio. Now when I arrange for a guest episode, I have to go to them kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So firstly, it's time constraints. You know, sometimes you're not free, sometimes this, sometimes that. and then also it's like having to go to their place, you know. And now my whole thing, the reason I have solo episodes is to not rely on people for content, right? Because the week you have no one, you have no content. That means, so I must be the content. I must find a way to produce the content by myself. If we have a guest, it's an addition, right? Kind of thing. So that's why I've just been solely on the solo episodes. So people just enjoy the guest episodes because they don't have them that often anymore, you see. So it becomes a special thing to them, like, oh, we have someone else now. You feel that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'd be glad, dog, to do future guest episodes, do whatever, bro. It's content, dog. Man, I just want content, dog. I just want my content. I'm tired, dog. But no, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. And it's a journey as well, you know. And not just, the thing is, I share some stuff about my life on this show, but not everything. I probably share like 30% of my life. Yeah, max. Like with what I've shared, up to probably 30%. Because, you know, you can't share everything like that. But either way, so we have different journeys happening alongside the podcast journey, right? And it's just also trying to get people to see those journeys and explain to them how you overcome those journeys, right? Yeah. And the best way I've found it, bro, is through Jesus, right? Because my thing was, dog, I grew up in a like a Christian household, dog. Like since a young age, dog. From a time when your mother says, if you're not going to church, you're getting out my house. You're gonna come back. You know that type of thing. Yeah. So, but there's a difference between growing up in church and having a relationship with Jesus. Two different things, bro. Way two different things. I went to church. I was always at church camps, whatever. Wrong motives, though. Wrong motives, you know, hands, you know, stuff like that, you know. But you still, bro, you're still going to church, bro. It's just the motives. And when you read the word, it will tell you that God judges your motives. So just because you're
judges
in church,
your heart. It judges your heart.
So just because you're in church doesn't mean your heart is in the right place, right? But either way, so recently, dog, only recently, maybe since like 2023 was when I actually started growing way deeper, bro, understanding more about scripture, more about the Holy Spirit, more about this, more about that, right? Then another thing I was doing was I was rapping, dog.
You're rapping?
Yeah. Do you have, hold on. Connect me to your...
Yeah, my G. What speaker?
You have a speaker.
Yeah, there's a speaker here.
Where's the speaker, dog? You have to dig around and look for it.
Nah. Let me get it.
Okay, get the speaker quick, fast, dog. Yeah, crazy. I was going to go on my... Wait, you've never seen my remixes, dog, on YouTube?
Nah, I haven't seen them.
Crazy, dog. Wait, what's your Wi-Fi password?
I'll give you now.
Not me asking for his Wi-Fi password through all this. But crazy, y'all, welcome to another episode of iTALK. You already know the vibes. We're off the hinge, off the hook. I just want to play the thing for him. By the way, he has 5G. 5G. Bro, like, all your stuff looks so cool, bro. Like, I get why the Botswana niggas robbed you, dog. All your stuff...
What'd you say?
No, that's another secret story. He's gonna tell it. But I'm so grateful though to be having this episode right now. Bro, what's the name of the speaker? Okay, this is what black people always do. Now we ask for the name. Sorry? A20. We ask for the name of the speaker, but realistically, there's only one Bluetooth speaker that's on here, and I've never connected to it. So that's the what? Why is the Wi-Fi called a Bluetooth called PSN, bro?
Yeah, you connected.
Oh, I've connected. Either way, okay. So I was going to give me your Wi-Fi password, dog, or you can put it in for me if you don't want the fans to come to your house and connect. Yeah, as if the fans will know where you at. But shout out, PVT location, pin drop on the hills, easy dark shades, take a lot of steals, flash it for boom, Tell me for come. Are you doom? Are you doom? Givenchy, yeah. Givenchy, yeah. Givenchy, yeah. Givenchy, yeah. Tell me for boom. This day I went and won the LC. Check it. I'm only realizing right now, dog. Are you scanning it? Oh, you're checking the password. Sorry, guys. This is taking longer than I thought it would. But I just want to play him a young remix. I have my favorite one. That's the one I'm going to play him, right? Yeah. We can actually play my favorite one, right? I think that's the best way to go about it, right? Because the other way, I would have wanted to, like, what I was going to do, right? Usually I do this when it's time to listen to the thing. I would say pick a letter, then guest picks a letter, then I see which song of mine starts with that letter. If not, second letter, we're going to find it somehow. Then we enter it. But now, because I want him to see the remixes, bro. Like, bro, I can't believe you've never seen the remixes, bro. Like, I always post these on my status, dog. Always. Like, every day. I'm joking. Not every day, guys. Not every day. I don't even know how the conversation came here. Tangents on tangents, dog. But it's alright. I just want to... Pretty Boy. It's Pretty Boy with a 3. Okay. Check this
not a
out.
good image, bro.
What? Nah, this is just juice, dog. This is juice. This is juice. Check this out, dog.
It's Pretty Boy with a 3.
I know the song.
You know
I
the
know
song?
Yeah, I know the song.
Yeah. Watch this, dog. This is not the song. This nigga thought it was the song.
Khona abantu abanomona bathi mina ngiyabora lo mntana esabukela utora the day made you lose your morals sikubamba ujika ikhona vele uphiri ukhona mawumfuna ungakhohlwa futhi bathi uyikhola running it like it's a race you talking like akubeda look in my face kancane but soon we great we going and stop we ain't pumping no brakes running it like it's a race you talking like akubeda look in my face kancane but soon we great going and stop we ain't pumping no brakes one of the greats put respect on my name you just complain I changed the game the boy from a say he knows what to say you might think it's saying it was never the same gotta enjoy live after we live let the people say you get what you give I'm giving you love and I'm left in the mist but the Bible say I gotta forgive I represent so I gotta flex but I just relax cause I'm one of the best I'm one of the greats put respect on my name my dad's in the rain and wash all the pain Fiji water take my sins away this is my game you ready to play extortions are you ready to purge man down lie in the dirt all these other rappers whooping the perk unguza imbuzo you die in the church kodwa ngizokeka ngoba nginengqondo ngathi ngiyabhesi ocela amapondo ngithatha usathane ngimsephula iphondo nayo intombi yakho ifase iphondo ngapha ubhizi uzenza isigebengu wena ujobe sosuka endleleni this is the life where you rest in the day work as a slave and wait to get paid khona abantu abanomona bathi mina ngiyabona lo mntana usabukela utora
Yeah, dog. So those were my remixes.
I feel you.
No, dog. So I have a bunch, dog, on my Pretty Boy channel, dog. Or, bro, like, y'all go check out the Pr3tty space BOY on YouTube, yeah. But where I was going with this was the content, right? As you heard on that song, hold on. Let me just go press this because it's about to be. Don't worry, I'll explain. It cuts like every 30 minutes.
Oh, it cuts every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes, yeah. So right now we're on 28 minutes. So
Wow.
can you believe we've been talking for 28 minutes? Feels like 10, bro. That's crazy. But listen,
Yeah.
so with the content, right? I feel like I wasn't using my gift for good, right? And what is our gift for? Firstly, the best way we can find out is through Jesus, right? Since we are disciples of Jesus,
Yeah.
right? The best way we can know how to go about our gifts is what Jesus says, right? So now here's what Jesus says, right? The two most important commandments, right? The first one is love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul,
Wait,
mind, and strength. Okay. Yeah, okay. Back again. Yes, as I was saying, right? So with what you call with gifts, talents, and God. Jesus, that's where I was. Jesus said the two most important commandments are firstly, love your Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Then the second one is love your neighbor as yourself, right? So we understand from that the most valued things in this life, firstly, is God. Secondly, is other people, right? So with that, when we use our gifts out there in the world, it's gotta be to glorify who? God. And secondly, it's going to help people, right? So if it's not doing that, then it's not going according to God's will, right? Because at the end of the day, if it's helping people, but it's not glorifying God in any way, because helping people could be entertainment, you know, and people like to see people crash out. Right? So you could be helping people to get entertained, to see people crash out, but that's not God's will. God's will is not to see people go in destruction and lose their lives or go crazy like that for other people's entertainment kind of thing, you feel? So we just got to find a balance and find a way to glorify God in all we do. And the way I put that in logic is that at the end of the day, when we all die, right, we know we are going to heaven, right? And we know that the Bible tells us that in heaven, angels worship God 24/7, right? So the best thing we can do is start right now while we're here and learning how to worship God, quote unquote, 24/7, which we'll never be able to do, right? So we'll always fall short with the worship of God. But that's why we have Jesus Christ, because that's grace right there, you know? But yes, let's move on from that. You wanted to talk about music, right? So yeah, thoughts. Music is down these days if you think about it. You know, like music as a whole, like it's like a lot of people aren't necessarily always listening to music like they used to, myself included. I feel like my music consumption these days is way less than it used to be back then, you know? And also podcasting has actually taken some of that audience that instead of listening to music, I'd rather listen to a pod kind of thing, you feel? So yeah, but what are your thoughts on music going down? You think that could be a cause, or you think there might be other things?
Music music is essential to our lives.
It is, yeah.
You see, for example, my day is determined by the music I listen to, like in the morning. It's the music I listen to that motivates me throughout the day, you know, to be confident, you know, to show my personality. It's according to the music that I listen to that, you know, determines how I act today, you know. If I listen to hype music, I'm gonna be too hype, you know,
Okay.
too hype. And then there's days where you just have to listen to that chilled Mick Jenkins, for example. If you listen to hip hop, Mick Jenkins, you know,
Yeah.
he determines that you're gonna be chill today. Maybe you're not gonna misuse money, for example. You know, when you're too hype, you can misuse money. When you on the element bar, just chill, nigga, you know.
So you basically saying you choose how to feel based on the music you listen to in the morning?
It also has a factor that it determines. It's one of the determining factors of how your day
is
goes.
gonna go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Now,
your thoughts, how you think, you know. If you're gonna be
so I'm trying to just think about the fact that, so basically you wake up and you choose what music to listen to.
yeah,
That's
because
the
I can't
thing.
listen to I'm a piano in
So
the
now,
morning.
are
do
you
know what I'm
saying based on the way you are feeling when you wake up is the music you're gonna go listen to?
Yeah, based on how I want my day to go. You know, if
Okay.
for example, I listen to I'm a piano at night
Okay.
because I know I'm not party. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I can't listen to I'm a piano in the morning now.
Okay.
Because I know in the morning it's time to think about work, you know, preparing for work. How my work day is gonna go, you know. So I have to listen to music that's gonna put me in the mood for work. Do you get what I'm saying? Not in the mood for party.
Yeah.
Do you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I listen to that chilled music. Doesn't have to be hip hop. Sometimes it can be deep house. Just as long as it calms the mind down. You don't think about too much shit. You know what I'm saying? There's time to think about shit. There's a time to party. It's about the music that you listen to on that time that determines how
It
day
is.
goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Interesting stuff. Let me just turn off the speaker, bro. Yeah. But crazy things. But I feel like in terms of me, musically, I've always been a hip hop lover, right?
Yeah.
So, but my media consumption these days is I still consume a lot of hip hop media, right? But now it's in a different form, right? So now instead of hearing a Lil Durk song from back in 2017, I'm seeing about Lil Durk's child getting locked up. You feel? So that's like it's pretty much me still consuming hip hop media, but it's in a different form. You see? So that's how I feel like in this day and age I get my satisfaction from the hip hop stuff or the things, because also with music, you see, with music, you gotta, in terms of being an artist, right, in this day and age, there's a lot at play, right? So from social media to marketing, half of the thing is marketing, because you can make the trashiest sound blow up with the right marketing.
Exactly.
You feel?
With the right
So
team, yeah.
it just becomes that sort of brain dead thing for me that I just don't want to do that, bro. I'm not, you see, me, Nane, if everyone else, or I had a team who could do everything else for me, I would definitely opt for that option. All I gotta do is just write raps, go to the studio, record. It's chai, right? Beats, the sound, whatever, it's up to everyone else, the team, whatever, who makes it. Because for me, it's just way too much. So being an indie artist in this day and age, for me, is just something that I'm not super passionate about because I'm not pursuing that on the highest level. Because right now, I'm looking at myself as an indie podcaster, right? So that's what I'm trying to push right now, you see?
Yeah.
And I feel like at the end of the day, one can easily support the other compared to the other supporting the other. Because it's easy to start a pod when you're a famous guy, right? From rap, right? And get an audience, right? But now if you were still an indie artist as an artist and you convert into podcasting, it's still building from point A, right? So now once you are able to build from point A in podcasting, people get to know who you are. They fall in love with the you that you are and not the you on the raps.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when they fall in love with the you that you are, I feel like it makes it easier for them when they hear the raps, which goes to a point of, if I had to go back to like releasing and whatever, I'd most likely make Christian rap. Right? Because that's where I've transitioned into, that's who I've become.
Yeah.
Right? A servant of God, that is. Amen.
Yeah.
Shout out to God. I'm not perfect. I don't always get it right.
You're not
I
all
always
perfect,
flop,
my G. You're not all perfect.
So, but yeah, it's just the constant pursuing of that. But either way, so it becomes that sort of thing that for me, that's what I would do. But now I think about it, I'm like, dog, now you gotta record yourself, you gotta master your music, you gotta promote it, you gotta market it, you gotta distribute, you gotta do all these things, bro. Is that worth it, bro? Like, I already have a system with the pods that makes it easier for me to kind of cope with the workload. But now adding this whole other thing, I feel like it's just gonna be a lot on me, right? And the Bible told me, Uguti, be sure to not overwork yourself out trying to get money, because the money can disappear just like an eagle. It can just grow wings and fly away. That's how quick the money can disappear. But you're gonna be wary at the end of the day. So you mustn't wear yourself out trying to push for this thing, right? So you must push, right? When you get tired, you must acknowledge it. But the point is to not overload yourself. with that now all you can think about is work. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, that you start losing your relationship with God and your relationship with people, right? While you're pursuing this dream of yours, right? So it becomes that sort of thing that if there's a balance, and I see more hands are better than two, right? And different minds are better than one, so it's better that way if I have like a team who can. So now the problem is getting a team, establishing a team. You have to get people who are on the same vision as you.
Yeah.
You have to get people who want to see you succeed. Because at the end of the day, I'm not acknowledging that this is all about me, right? Yeah, you got it. This is all about me.
Yeah.
What I just said. It's literally all about me. So whoever's invested must be invested in the fact that they believe that I will potentially be worth, whatever investment they're going to put in, right? So they must be invested in me. Now it's hard to sell yourself to people with nothing, right?
Yeah.
So you got to establish something, you got to grow something before you get the team, right? And hopefully, not even hopefully, I know for sure with what I'm doing now, it's helping me reach more people, it's helping me get more connections. I know way more people via podcasting than I did when I was doing music.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part, bro. And not even with just strictly podcasting, with video production as a whole. Basically, most 98% of the people I know is via media, like me shooting and stuff like that. So me getting into that, it was definitely, so I feel like with this journey, I'm definitely going to meet people who are going to be down for the vision, and we're going to cook something, but only when the time is right, right? And I feel like that, but sometimes God's plans are not my plans.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
As long as God has put it in front of me, because at the end of the day, I understand that you cannot be the man who buried his talent, right? Because God gives you talents for a reason. Right? And if he gives you five talents, you best be sure he wants you to use all those 5 talents for a reason. You feel? So if you just focus on one and then, but the point is that when you have 5 talents, you build one, make it a machine that runs on its own. Build the second one, make it a machine that runs on its own. Same like that. Then at the end of the day, you using all your talents, but you still are able to step back, have time with the family, time with the girl, time with who, be able to relax, be able to do this, that, and the third, right? Because at the end of the day, for now, it's just the grind, it's the hustle. We don't really think about those things, but in future, bro, you don't want to be that dad who's there financially for the kid but is hardly there at home.
Exactly.
You feel? You gotta be present, dog. You gotta be there, kind of thing. You feel? So it's just setting yourself up for that. So yeah, that's what my vision is. But at the end of the day, I always remind myself, bro, Oguti, someone once said, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So I was like, at the end of the day, we could plan what we plan, but God decides.
Yeah.
So either way.
God's plan at the end that succeeds.
Exactly. So either way, whatever it is. But no, I'm so grateful though to have an opportunity, to do a pod, to be able to meet people through pods, to be able to, because
it exposes you to people.
Exactly, bro. And right now I'm in an untapped market in this area. You feel? Which pod do you know in the area?
It's only your...
Exactly, you feel? So I'm in an untapped market for now, you see? But the point is to inspire enough people to do it. Because, bro, I'm tired, bro. I'm always the guy bringing people to feature on my song. I'm always the guy bringing people to feature on the pod. I want you all to start pods, dog, and bring me on your pod kind of thing, I want people to also do their own stuff. Then I can show my support being on someone else's platform, right?
Yeah. But you only find that shit in Midrand, though.
Yeah, so you're saying I should move to Midrand?
Move to Midrand if you want those type of people, bro. Move to Midrand, bro.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't mind it. It wouldn't be completely out the picture.
Because there you get exposed to different people doing different things. A lot of different things. There you can be a YouTuber. You'll find other YouTubers. You'll be... You'll be a podcaster. You'll
Nah, it's
be
fine.
a
I'm
streamer.
not gonna move to Midrand, dog. That what you just said gave me a lot of social anxiety, dog. You're gonna find other YouTubers and stuff. No, dog. No,
It's a
no,
party
no.
lifestyle.
You know, the thing is with me, ne, I don't. Maybe that's another problem. Why people don't feature me on their stuff?
Yeah.
Because I'm not super out there like that. Like I wanna let's have a YouTuber meeting, or I wanna know what content. No. Come across parts, whatever. But I could say my YouTube circle is very close, very close. The only consistent YouTuber I know is Rodeo.
Rodeo.
Yeah,
Is it that colored nigga?
No, colored nigga. Which colored nigga?
Is Rodeo black or colored?
He's a black nigga. Yeah, Rodeo. Yeah, I've had like 3 episodes.
I
with
thought
him.
you went Domingo.
Oh no. Rodeo, he's a upcoming artist, bro. He makes this other different genre. I've never heard it before. Like it's super different. It's infused, whatever. You should go check it out. Rodeo, Ugly Pink Rodeo or Brandon Rodeo. Yeah, just search one of those. But dope as, you know, he's always consistent on the content, on the extra content, always live streaming and stuff. So I feel like that's one content creator I would, because I know him personally, I've hung out with him a lot of times. So it becomes that sort of thing of, that's one content creator I know on a personal level, right? So I need more of that, right? I need more of that. But now the problem is, I guess people are not outside like that. And maybe I'm not in the right place. But either way, all in God's timing. But right now, as I'm speaking, I'm thinking of something else. I also need female guests, dog.
Exactly.
I need female guests, dog.
Yeah, you need those ones.
Dog,
Yeah.
I'm having so many chants on the pod, dog. It's crazy, dog. I feel like the female representation is not there at all.
Yeah,
that we
this
gotta
female
make, you know, we gotta,
representation.
bro.
Yeah,
Do
definitely.
you know Hans who can talk?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We don't want someone who can't talk, because like you can be pretty, but if you can't talk, brother, sister, in this case.
Yeah, I
what
have
are we
one
doing?
in mind. I have one
Okay,
in mind. Yeah.
okay. No, you'll hit them up, let them know whatever, what's up.
Yeah.
You'll show them the pod if you have to, but just try link me up with that. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't, dog. It's okay. The right person will come along when the right time comes, kind of thing. You know, even though we can't just sit now and say we're gonna wait for a female guest and not do anything. You feel?
Exactly.
We gotta keep on trying to reach out through different people, right? Because for me, no, I don't know many females who can talk like that. The one I know.
Oh, yeah.
That she's been on the pod like twice. You feel?
Oh, yeah,
So it's kind of like, like we need more female representation.
Yeah, exactly.
More, dog, more,
Exactly.
more. Because this content is for everybody. All y'all can get it. You feel? But yeah. But yes, do try to hook that up if you can.
Yeah.
And
It's bound to happen, my G.
yeah, no, it's
Bound to
bound to happen, bro. But what's on your mind, dog? Israel, Iran.
Wait, let's take a break.
Nah, dog. Nah.
I'll take a piss, nigga. I'll take a
Okay. You can go take a piss quickly. I'm gonna continue. No, I was saying now because I thought you were saying like a little break, like a pause break. But nah. Either way, this episode has been going. I don't even know how many minutes in we are into this episode, but I'm glad if you're still watching. Thank you for still watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, just to spread this video in the algorithm. So YouTube is like, okay, someone like this likes this video. So if someone else like you out there, they know that, okay, give them this content, And at the end of the day, it's helping the channel, it's helping us grow. Even though I feel like my head is kind of chunky. But I realistically, I don't care about how I look on the pod, especially wherever I'm at. But either way, hey, that's besides the point, guys. Once you do something every day, look at me saying every day. No, once you do something consistently, like every time, it becomes like you don't care much about certain things, It's one of those things. But this place is so beautiful, guys. I wish I could show you all around, but guys, beauty. And I know for sure if the plasma smokers were still around town, they would definitely target the TV behind this camera. Because ain't no way. If I'm a plasma smoker, bro, is it plasma? I think it's plasma, that powder. Oh no, the TV is plasma. Yeah, the TV is plasma, but there's a powder. You all remember the era of people smoking, stealing y'all's TVs to smoke whatever, mix it with nyaupe, whatever the case was. But either way, what was I saying? Israel and Iran. Yes, that's what I was talking about. But no.
But the US has bombed 3 of their sites. 3 of their nuclear sites.
Israel, but it's not. You know, there's a lot of fake news, dog. There's a whole lot of fake news. And
the president said he bombed Iran's 3 nuclear sites.
Israeli president.
No, US president.
Trump.
Yeah.
When is this?
Yesterday he said that he bombed 3 of Iran's nuclear sites.
I don't believe this.
You don't believe it?
Yeah, because they most of the sites are underground, right? So they did say that in order for Israel to mess them up or bomb them, they'll need American intervention, right?
Yeah.
So if that happened, then we might be going to World War thingy.
That won't happen, bro.
Says key nuclear
US will end
crazy!
That shit.
You are right, actually.
Yeah, the US will end
Okay,
that
so it
shit
says
in 2
Israel
minutes,
live. Trump says key nuclear facilities obliterated by US missiles hit Israel after Iran launches retaliatory strike. This is sad, though, bro.
Nah,
Damn,
bro.
This is sad.
Iran is the terror.
No,
Don't
bro.
do.
Y'all, hold on. See, the thing is, that's like someone saying Cape Town is the gang place.
Nah, bro. Iran
No,
is
that's
different,
the
though.
equivalent of that, bro.
Okay,
you can't just
let's
flat
put
out
it
say
in
the
this
whole Iran
perspective.
is terrorist,
Let's
dog.
put it in this perspective.
Yeah.
Terrorist groups, where do they come from?
A lot come from the Middle East. Yes,
Exactly.
we acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, it's on the terrorist groups, but not the Iranian people.
Nah,
'Cause
some of them are sponsored by
yes, some of them. But now the problem is, right? The problem is Western systems decide, okay, in order to get justice, we must understand the whole thing, right? So in order for you to be punished, we must understand your innocence and your guilt, right? So that applies in an American court. But now that same logic does not apply when they decide to drop a bomb on a country. It's not, let's go to this area, see who in this area is doing what, analyze which you are a terrorist, you are not a terrorist, you are a terrorist, you are not. But instead we're just going to drop a whole bomb because we believe which here is terrorist. So everyone else who's not a terrorist in the area just dies. And what is that?
Yeah.
A casualty of war. Is it someone coming here? Oh, okay. A casualty of war, is that what it is?
Here's the thing, bro. Iran is bombing Israel citizens. Iran.
Why? Because Israel is bombing Palestine.
Yeah. Nah, Pakistan has nothing to do
Palestine. War in Gaza.
with Gaza has nothing to do with Iran.
How do you know?
It's that thing about Pakistan, eh?
No, Pakistan's not involved in
Not Pakistan.
Iran.
These people, the Gaza.
Palestine.
Palestine is in Israel. So it's an Israel matter.
Yes.
That is at hand. So Iran, including itself in that matter, is now it's countries getting its heads to it.
Can we remember
Because
who shot the first bomb?
Let's put this in perspective.
Who shot the first bomb? Was it not Israel?
It's not about who shot the first bomb.
What is it about?
Who's the minority? Who's the minority
Where?
country there?
Between Israel and
is
Palestine.
an outcast in that Middle East shit.
Yeah, Israel, of course.
It's an outcast.
It's kind of an outcast in
So
that Arab
you have
world.
to look at the history before. You have to look at
Yes.
the history before, like
Yes.
when the Bible says,
No, look, can I say something?
these people
there?
are meant.
Yes, we can go back to the Bible, right? But my argument is we, especially as Christians, we should not justify Israel's actions just because they are Israel and the Bible says Israel. Because the same Israel that could be in the Bible could not be the same Israel as this. If Israel was God's chosen people, that Israel that was spoken about, if it was this Israel right now, they would not be behaving like this. Firstly, they would not be Jewish, right? Because Jews don't believe Jesus is Savior, right? So that just first counts out the whole Bible argument. But either way, Bible, let's put the Bible aside.
Okay, let's put that aside.
How Palestine came about there was it was taken over by the Arab people. The Israelites, the Jewish people are like, okay, we're gonna go back to our land because they had left. When they go back to the land, now they are expropriating lands from some of the Palestinian people. Then there's that segregation, there's that separation now. So at the end of the day, just remember, even though this was your land before they lived in it, but now they are living in it, it becomes their land now. It's their land for however long. And you decide to come in recent history now. This is recent history. In modern history, you decide to come and take over parts of their land. When there's an uprising, you cannot be surprised now. Because they are like, this is still our land. You may feel how you feel about it. The Bible may say other things about it, say this is your land, but this is our land, right? Now, I believe if this was the end times, Israel's approach would not have been the way it is right now, right? Because Israel, in the prophecy, is said to be under attack by all these nations, right? But right now, look at Israel. Does Israel seem like the smaller boy in this war, or do they seem like they are the bully? The same country being backed by America cannot be an underdog. And Israel in the prophecy is an underdog.
But let's look at it from this perspective.
Yes.
See how God shows us shit. Look at this from this perspective. The US said we are doing genocide. Ne?
Who, us?
Us. And
Yes,
the whole world believe that shit.
Yeah.
It's the same way that they doing whatever they doing to Iran and this to Israel.
Yeah.
And we have our perspective that we're gonna believe this shit. But what we believe is actually not what's going on in that country. The people in that country know exactly what is going on.
Yes, but I disagree because at the end of the day, there's a lot of things like evidence that gives us, if all the news sites are writing about what's happening in Israel, there's no ways no one can tell you there's no war in Israel, right? If you go on social media, all the reports are telling you there's a war in Israel, there's no ways you can, But now, if you go on your news sites and you search about the Bur what, it's going to show you old articles. And it's not going to show you a mass genocide thing. There's not the effect is not the same. The coverage is not the same because the reality is not the same, right? So now with that, I agree. There's stuff that's happening there that we don't know of. There's a lot of things underplaying at war because wars have a lot of things. People make money. There's a lot of crazy things that happen during wars, right? But the main point is not about what happens during the war or what's happening in the war. It's about why is the war happening, right? And how the war is happening, how the war got started, and how the war is taking place, right? And my thing is with bombs, right? I feel like as humanity, we should have just ruled out the whole thing of bombs. Keep the guns, it's fine. Let us kill each other with guns, bullets. But now bombs, it's like too many people become casualties of war, bro. And a life is a life at the end of the day, bro. And you're killing a future. There's a guy who said, if you want to go to a place with the most dreams, it's a graveyard, right? Because just think, in a graveyard, there's so many inventions that never happened that are lying there. There's so many lives that could have been
so
changed. So at the end of the day, what we are doing, we are choosing, we would say, okay, the kids in this Iranian town don't deserve a future to see where they could go. So instead, they're going to suffer for the sins of these guys because we believe they're in the area. And now that kid who could have had a future as a doctor, who solved cancer, never gets that chance.
Yeah.
You feel? So that's the sad part about this whole war thing. It's fun to talk about as like thinking about geopolitics, that this country is now taking over this country, what. But when we zoom it down to the littlest detail of that little kid, dog,
Yeah.
it's crazy because like it could be anyone, dog. Like that little kid could have been your little sister, dog, if she was born in Iran. That little kid could have been you if you're born in Iran. You know, it's bro, it's devastating, bro. It's devastating. It's crazy. It's scary, you know? And it's just humans, bro. It's humans. But I was saying on another episode, God gave us free will at the end of the day. And in giving us free will, he understood which some of us would build bombs to kill each other. Some of us would do this. Some of us would do that, you know? And yeah, that's just what we get with that, you know? But I feel like, bro, if like we could find ways, like I feel economic sanctions, I feel this and that, like bombs, dog. Bombs. It's just crazy, bro. Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's just so many people, innocent people are just dying, dog, for no reason, dog, for things they have no association to, for things they don't know about, you know. But that's war. But either way, if this does happen though to bring us into World War III, it would be crazy, bro. Because it would mean in our lifetime we've experienced so much, bro. Like imagine experiencing two major events: a world pandemic and a world war. 5 years apart. That would be wild, dog. That would be wild. But at the end of the day, bro, I wanna encourage everyone for us to pray for these people. That's the best we can do, you know? Because at the end of the day, sometimes just speaking about it, making it a thing is not enough, you know? But God hears all the prayers. And I feel like as children of God, when we come together and pray for one subject, God hears the severity of it.
Yeah, because now it says like you have to pray for other people because he needs our permission to intervene. Yeah, well,
exactly.
maybe that person is not praying for their scenario. Or
exactly. And think about it, bro. Iran is probably a majority Islam country, right? And we know with Islam, they believe Jesus to be a prophet. But, okay, now every time I say that, I have to kill that argument with the thing of they believe Jesus was a prophet, right? And they believe that he wasn't like a god. He wasn't a god. He was just a good prophet, right? But at the end of the day, they still believe, and they say bless Jesus. So they still believe like there is this great figure, right? And they still respect him, probably more than some Christians, but they show him that respect, that love, that whatever, right? But at the end of the day, if I say to you, I am God, right? That's blasphemy. Right? So if you say, I am not God, that means you see me as a blasphemer. And the last thing, if someone is a blasphemer, the last thing you do is call them a good prophet.
Yeah.
How are you a good prophet if you lied to me and said you are God?
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
It doesn't add up. The logic doesn't add up. But either way, this is not about Islam and why it's their ideology. Either way, the people there are mostly, you know, Muslim. So it would make sense that they're not praying to Jesus and be like, bro, save us out here, you know? And it's just one of those things, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, but we just got to pray for them, you know, at the end of the day. And God will save them. God will save them. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. And, you know, I knew Donald Trump being president would be content for days. That's why I was so happy about it. But I never thought, you know, I feel like a Mexican right now, right? Because the Mexicans voted for Donald Trump and they thought he's going to evict the illegal foreigners. They just didn't know how far he's gonna go. So I feel like I've been sold a lie, you know.
But I feel like Donald Trump is America's greatest president.
Yeah.
Yeah. For them, he's great. For them, he's doing a good job. Because I feel like he's going to be America's greatest president.
You think so?
I
don't know, dog, but there's so many, dog. There's John F. Kennedy, there's Abraham Lincoln. There's been some dope American presidents, dog.
Yeah, because Elon Musk is is a weird motherfucker.
Bro,
but
Elon-
Donald Trump, it tells you. straight up.
Donald Trump is definitely more upfront with it. Elon is definitely, he's got snaky behavior, you know, and he's definitely got man, he's a disappointment, bro. I feel why he's not South African.
Exactly.
We shouldn't claim him as South African, bro. Like, that nigga is way out of his mind, bro. Like,
he has
the things he does.
some weird ass motives. Like,
Bro, it's crazy. But he did apologize to Trump. He ended up apologizing because, they say the world's richest man versus the world's most powerful man. And the equation was that power beats money.
Yeah.
Because Elon apologized to Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it makes sense why all these people are trying to get in power. But I feel like power is okay, right? It's just how you get there and what you're using it for, right? Because if you are in power, you got there through a right way and you are doing good, then you are a good leader.
Yeah.
You know? But if one of them, even if you want to do the right thing, but you got in it the bad way, it's still gonna catch up with you, bro. That's the thing. So, and at the end of the day, it's just gonna taint your whole thing. It's like the craziest thing about the world is that you can have 5 good traits, but once we see this one bad thing, it's gonna look huge, you know? So you just gotta acknowledge that. And depending on how crazy the bad thing is, it might overshadow your whole legacy, right? That's why niggas build a career for 20 years, then go down for a rape scandal.
Yeah,
Just like that. Gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
You feel?
Yeah.
So we just gotta remember the world we live in and just don't do things that are gonna catch up to you. Yeah, no matter how smart you think at the time, you know. And but either way, bro, I feel like I've been talking, dog. But this is the show, dog. I just
this is the show, my G. This is the show.
Of course, bro. But no, dog. So what's happening? Anything you wanna talk about?
That's from me. Yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Superstar. No, bro.
37.
Yeah, this one is 37 minutes, but we had one before. We've probably been going for over an hour, trust me. Over an hour. But one thing, as I say, Superstar, is that just continue, bro, doing you. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but you are a superstar, dog. That's one thing I know. I don't know what. I don't know how, dog. I just pray it's in a good way. Yeah. But you are going to be a superstar.
Oh, you just see it.
Sure.
You just see it. Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But no, shout out, dog, for the episode.
Yeah.
Looking forward to more episodes. Different people, we'll see. Spread this to your Paklu friends, dog. I don't have many people on this side that I know or that know of the pod.
Yeah.
You know. But shout out, man. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Thank you, bro, for hospitality, being here, dog. You feel accommodation. You feel everything smooth, dog.
Yeah.
And one thing, bro, Genala, dog. Time, dog. Time, dog. You didn't disappoint, dog.
Oh, yeah.
We planned it. I asked you, same time. You left 30 minutes earlier to make sure we meet on the same. Bro, met on the time. Bro, everything smooth, bro. Time, bro. Time.
Oh, yeah.
I truly, if there's anything I appreciate, dog, from your conduction of yourself today is your time management, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I deeply appreciate people who keep time, bro, because it helps my job to be so much easier. I don't have to stress. I don't have to worry. Don't have to think. Don't have to this you know. Just makes
I don't know. I'm only late at the Chinese place, bro.
I feel like low-key, most of everyone is just late at the Chinese, bro. Like, But I mean, I get it, bro. I get it. But she's chowing 30 rand when you're late.
30 rand is nothing, bro. They're gonna take it anyway.
If they want it, they want it.
You can see they're hungry, those motherfuckers. They eat more white, those motherfuckers. I smelled more white one time. I'm like, these motherfuckers.
They definitely eat
Yeah. Hey. It's a bomb. Yeah.
Dog, but that's the craziest part. And I don't know what it is, bro, but they're always eating something crazy, dog.
Hey,
Like,
bruh.
it's sometimes, even when you take the cups, you'll find the water sometimes. Sometimes.
Hey, bro, in the bowl, how can there be coffee in the bowl? And it's full, bro. It's full of coffee. I'm like, motherfucker, how did that get there?
Dog, it's one of the wildest things, dog. But you just gotta appreciate not getting a surprise from Jege in the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you gotta appreciate, bro. Because I've heard a lot of people cry about the surprises they meet there.
Yeah, because that nigga be looking at me from my toe. It doesn't even reach my head. Looks at my bottom. I'm like, nigga, what you on? What you on, nigga?
No, Jege is a scandal, eh?
Yeah.
Jege is a scandal. There's a let me not talk about Thingy's story, but apparently he touched this girl's bum.
Hey.
Yeah, and she left the store actually. Yeah.
Shit.
But crazy things. I must actually have her on the pod one day.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he was too tempted because she didn't have an average bum. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but either way, guys, crazy things, bro. But are you excited for your departure from there?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Nigga. I'm excited. What next life brings me, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, no, bro. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. You know? And no. Proper things, dog. But
Proper things.
shout out, dog, for the episode. When they sing this, dog, please share this, dog.
Yeah.
I don't have many people to share it to.
No
but
way.
share it, dog, do the most, do whatever,
Definitely.
Yeah, bro.
Sounds on a pop.
Yeah, no, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta go crazy. And as long as we're getting new audience in the channel, tapping in, then we'll see where we go from there. Guests, whatever, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But this is the first episode I'm doing at someone else's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've never done an episode inside someone else's home. Yeah. I've always been outside,
Yeah.
But you see us today with the situation, we couldn't shoot outside.
Yeah.
But I appreciate.
But better ones to come, man.
Better ones to come, bro. And I feel
come.
like this is clean, dog. This place is so beautiful, though. Bro.
Always,
this place is so
always.
beautiful. This feels like a confession couch, when like you've messed up on the internet. Then now it's just your apology video. You're just there. Yo,
I
guys,
feel you,
I did this,
yeah.
I did that. This is a perfect environment for that.
Yeah, I
dog.
feel
Perfect
you.
environment for that.
Yeah.
But no, dog. This is 43 minutes now. We're probably gonna reach 2 hours or something. If it was up to me, dog, I would say we go for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, however long.
Yeah.
But when I think about the timestamps, dog, because I do the timestamp, I literally have to listen back to the whole episode so I can know what we talk about where. Even though I do it in 2x speed, I sound way too cool in 2x speed though, bro. Like when I'm in 2x speed, dog,
yeah.
I sound like I'm speeding, bro. I'm sorry, yo, man, like, yeah, bro. But either way, bro, you're the first guest to actually focus on the audio.
Oh,
Yeah, and look at the time. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like this is not a good thing though. For the next guest, I should avoid having them see the time, and the setup, because you get to see how long you've been on, so it kind of throws you off. Whereby if you hadn't seen it, it would have been kind of different, right? But plus it's a way for me to cheat people out of their time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because I need your time, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, your time is content for me, right?
Yeah,
so
I feel you.
it means that if I can cheat you in a way where you can't see the time, I'm definitely doing that, dog. You feel? But I'm gonna be upfront with it and tell you I wanna cheat you for your time, But I mean, man, what can you say, bro?
Yeah.
Rather the criminal who's telling you he's about to rob you than the one who steals from you without you seeing.
I feel you. Yeah.
Right? But no, guys, don't do crime. Praise the Lord, pray to Jesus, love
Yeah.
your neighbor. And I feel like this
And
wraps.
always pray.
Always pray, bro.
Yeah, every
Always
day.
pray. But can we wrap up the episode?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, any last words to the audience?
I'll be back. When I'm back and better. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be better episodes. Better episode after this one.
Nah, shout out, bro. But this has been another episode of iTALK. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And there's probably a video playing on the screen right now. Just click it. That's the next video. YouTube is like, hey, man, I know you. I know what you watch. So you're going to enjoy this from this channel. So just click it. And don't forget to share. Tell your side chicks first
Subscribe.
before your main chick.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Thank you.
Subscribe.